Aloha everyone, and welcome back to Aloha Jen's Beauty Blog. For those of you that are new here, hi, my name is Jen and I am a licensed esthetician in the state of California. Well, welcome to this video. So I got off work early today, so I wanted to jump on here and film a video. So I have a couple of things. I have my second part of my Sephora order came in and I went back for more. Just so you know, I did go a little crazy with this sale, but I picked up some things that last minute that I have been kind of obsessing about. So we're gonna go over my second part of my Sephora haul really quickly. And then we're not gonna do any try-ons or anything like that. I'm just gonna show you what I got just in case you're interested. And then we'll go into my new evening skincare routine right after. So my order came in that I placed for online, and that is going to be for 3 products. So the first one is I got my second duo of the Baby Cheeks Face Trace Sculpting Powder Duo from Westman Atelier in Petal and Biscuit. So I did open this up because I felt something shaking around in it. And my actual powders came loose in this, but I did press them back in because it's actually a warm day here today. It's over 70 and this was sitting on my porch right in the sun. So I think it unmelted the glue. So here is Biscuit and here is Petal. Now I did try this on when I got home and I used the Biscuit as a bronzer. On me, it looks like a bronzer. And then I placed the Petal blush over the blush that I was currently wearing, which kind of wore off because I had a long day. So this morning I went in with the Huda Beauty Bubblegum Blush Filter. This is one of the new colors. And I put a light layer of that. And then I went in with Nude La Vie, which is number 44 from the YSL blushes. This is sort of like that dusty mauve with a beautiful shimmer in it. Love this color. I think it's their most popular. And I'll show you, I love this blush color so much that I picked up 2 lip products in the same color because this blush kind of has like a little bit of that lilac-y color to it, but it pulls a little bit more warm on me. And I was looking for sort of like a pinky lilac lip color. So I'll show you what I got in a minute. So let's compare a Petal and Biscuit to Tulle and Truffle. I'm gonna have these pointed at you guys so I don't blind you with the mirror. So here's Petal and Biscuit and here is Tulle and Truffle. So as you can see, these do run a little bit warm with the sculpting powders. And for me right now, it's looking like I can use Biscuit as a bronzer, but I will try it as a sculpting powder. But the Tulle one is really, really pretty too. Tulle kind of reminds me like it's gonna be really pretty for spring and summer, where the Petal blush is a little bit warmer. And I do have Petal blush on right now over the my blush combo, and it looks really, really pretty. So we'll see. I'll try this on its own, but the Petal in here does remind me of Petal of the blush, the cream blush stick. So let me put this away before I drop it. I already put a little scratch in it, but I do love these duos. The powder melts into your skin and it looks like second skin. And the palette is really, really pretty. I think that these are definitely worth looking into if you are fancying them. But I am just like so happy that I picked up both of these. And again, I will try Biscuit and Petal on its own. So there's that. My Guerlain Terracotta Light. This is the Sun-Kissed Healthy Glow powder. And I got the shade 02, which is medium cool. And I have to tell you, this does have a slight fragrance to it. It smells just like the foundation, the Latent Glow foundation. Here's the compact. It is so pretty. And this is refillable, by the way, which I love. And it matches the cap of the Latent Glow foundation. If you could see it reflecting there. When I got this, it looks like it's open right here, but it's not. It's just the shape of the compact. And then here is the Healthy Glow. So there is a few of the colors in here that have a shimmer, so I'm quite curious to see how this looks, but it does have that light fragrance to it. So if you're not a fan of fragrance, then you'd probably want to skip this, but I heard that the fragrance doesn't linger, so we're gonna try this out. I'm super excited for that. That's actually been on my list for a while because I hear such rave reviews for this, and I think it would be a really pretty bronzer for summer. And then I got my All Hours Hyper Finish. This is the translucent matte powder from YSL in the really pretty compact. Now this is gonna go in my purse for touch-ups. How pretty is that? And here is the white powder. And then you flip up this and you have your powder puff in there. Now, there is a slight fragrance to this. To me, it smells like lilacs. I don't mind it. That's fine. I would prefer there be no fragrance, but we can't have, you know, everything we want with these luxury brands. But, and I did pick up the loose powder in the translucent too, and I have been loving this. This is such a beautiful powder. I've been wearing it all week. Now, oh, and for my in-store haul, I got this on, what was it? Yesterday. So I got one of the YSL Love Shine Candy Glaze. I got the number 44 Nude Lavier. And I picked this up yesterday on my lunch with my coworker. How pretty is this packaging? And then here is Nude Lavier. So it's kind of like a pinky lilac shade. It looks so pretty. I have been looking for a shade like this. I wore this today. And the one thing about these is that you have to be careful not to twist it up too far because you can't twist it back into the tube, just so you know. These feel so good on the lips. They're sort of like a lip gloss, but they have more pigment to them. And they make your lips feel really nice and hydrated and just so moisturizing, and the color does last for a while. And then along with that, I picked up their new YSL Love Shine Plumping Lip Oil Gloss in number 44, which is Nude Lavier. And I love these plumping lip glosses. Oh my gosh. I have on the other color that I picked up today. And it's called Mellow Mallow. It's really pretty. It's like a peachy pink color. So this is so pretty. Now these do have like a sort of really pretty flowery ginger scent to them. It's not too strong, but what I love about these is that they use ginger oil and pepper oil to do the plumping and enhance your lip color. These are not as pigmented as what I would like it to be, but it's still really, really pretty. And it lasts on your lips for a while. It feels really cushy. It's not sticky. And the plumping aspect is very, very mild. You just feel it very slightly and it's so comfortable. But love the packaging too. That is so pretty. Now, oh, and then I also picked up the Easy Bake setting spray from Huda Beauty. I picked up a mini one of these. And it seems to be pretty good, which is nice. What is nice about this, I did try this morning and it did blur out my skin, and my skin looks pretty matte. So it did take down the glow from the Latent Glow foundation too, by the way. But this doesn't have any alcohol in it, and it doesn't have any fragrance in it, and you can buy it in a mini size and you can buy it in a larger size. And what's nice about it is that the cap is a twist cap, so you could close it. So this would be nice for travel. So we'll test this out and see how it goes, because my all-time favorite setting spray that I love is by Calecim, and this is the Surf Proof setting spray. I don't use a setting spray very often. I use them more in the summertime. So we'll test this out and see how that goes. And then I picked up, this is what I'm wearing today. This is another color of the Love Shine Lip Plumping Gloss. I wanted the lavender one with the really pretty sparkles in it. It's called Thunder Stealer, but they were sold out. All these like YSL lip products were pretty much sold out. All the blushes at my local Sephora, so everybody's going crazy. But this is the color that I'm wearing right now. It is so pretty. I love it. It's kind of like a peachy pink color. This is exactly what I was looking for. So really pretty to go with my peachy makeup looks and lavender makeup looks. And then so I picked up another Love Shine lip gloss. And this color is the number on this Malo Mellow one is number 3 in the gloss. And then this one that I have is number 15, and it's called Showcasing Nude, which it actually matches the Mellow color. So another pinky peach color. So this is really, really pretty too. Love it on its own. So I got that. So I have some really pretty lip products, pretty bougie lip products. And then I picked up another Kulfi concealer in Cocoa Crush. A House Labs concealer in the shade 21, light, medium, neutral. I love the House Labs concealer too. I love to use this as an eyeshadow primer. It works really, really well. And this concealer is so beautiful under the eyes. These are my 2 favorite concealers for mature skin, by the way. They're both very, very hydrating. And then this is the Pat McGrath Labs. This is called the Intensify Eyes Artistry Wand Eye Makeup Intensifier. So I picked this up for my glittery eyeshadows, like in my Natasha Denona palettes, to help them stay and pop. So I want to try this. So it looks like it's kind of a liquid, or I don't know if it's a liquid or not, but it has a triangle tip on it. So I'm going to try this out and see how it goes. It was pretty pricey. We'll check it out. This is actually my first Pat McGrath product, and it came highly recommended by one of my favorite YouTubers out here, Martina Lily. I love her. And she always uses that for when she's applying her glittery eyeshadows to intensify them and so that they apply more pigment when you're applying them. So I want to test that out. I guess I could have just picked up an e.l.f. glitter glue or something like that. But that is it. That is my final Sephora haul. And I'm not picking up anything else except for maybe that Thunder Stealer new lip plumping gloss from YSL if I can find it. But I'm going to try to hold back and not pick up anything else because I spent a lot of money and it's not good. This shopping trip really kind of did me in, but it's just, I love makeup. It makes me happy. It brings me a lot of joy, and I love playing with color. And I'm trying to, wear makeup every day when I go to work because I am working at the front now. So I want to look presentable, and it just gives me more days of the week to play with my beautiful makeup collection that I have. So I hope that you found that was interesting, going over my second part of my Sephora haul. Now I am going to go remove my makeup, and we're going to do my evening skincare routine. So last night, I've been doing this new thing lately where for the last 2 weeks, I've been doing this because Block Therapy just released their new facelifter program. So they revamped it, and it includes Jane Man now in the modules. And so I want to start that. I've been blocking, my body for 2.5 months consistently. And so I feel like it's a good time to go in with that facelifter program. So I don't want to do any microcurrent that is going to lift my facial contours. So what I've been doing is I have been, one night I'll go in with either my Mysama LED light panel, or I'll go in with my Mysama mask on red and near and the pulse light, my usual thing, 1 minute of static red LED light. And then I'll do 6 minutes of the pulsed light on 30 hertz on the panel. On the mask, it's 100 hertz with red and near. And then on the next night, I'll do my Pico toner in program P2 with the gloves. And what I do is I apply my Viktoria De Ann Peptides, and then I take my gloves and I just press them all over into my skin. And then I follow through with the rest of my skincare, and that's what I've been doing. And I have a couple of new products that I have incorporated into my routine that I will share with you guys here. Now, I started intermittent fasting a couple months ago, and I've lost 15 pounds. And now I'm starting to really lose inches. And one thing that's been kind of a little bit hard for me with intermittent fasting is during my non-eating window, like when I wake up in the morning. I do have coffee. I do bulletproof coffee, and I know some people don't think that's part of fasting, but it's been working for me, and I love it because it has gotten rid of my brain fog. I was having really heavy bouts of brain fog where I would put something down and then I couldn't find it, and it was becoming a little bit dangerous for me. So I started incorporating bulletproof coffee. I'm using their coffee. I'm using their creamer that has the MCT oil in it and grass-fed butter. It's already pre-measured, so I don't have to worry about it. And it has completely helped me keep my focus at work. My brain is sharper than what it was before. If you've seen, you know, a couple of my videos, I have had sort of a lot of brain fog lately, and it's just because of the intermittent fasting. But so that's been working out great for me. But the one thing I would say is, since I don't have any food in my system from the time I get up until I start my eating window, is I do get dehydrated. My skin feels a little bit dehydrated because we do have the heater on at work because it's still cold in the mornings. So hopefully soon that will lighten up. But that's what I've been doing, and I forgot. See, I'm having some brain fog because it's been a very long day. I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning. But so my skin is just a tad bit dehydrated today. I am trying a new moisturizer. I'm trying the new Biopure Nourishing Moisturizer from Viktoria De Ann, using this one during the day. And this is a very, very light lotion. I kind of feel like I need a little bit more. But I just started using this last week. I've been using their Biopure moisturizers. They have another one, I think it's called the Restorative Moisturizer, which is a little bit thicker. And that one could be used for night or day. Like if you have dry skin, that would be your go-to. But if you have oily skin, oily normal skin, this would be your go-to. And then the Restorative one could be used as a night cream. But I had a rosacea flare-up last week because I was stressed. I had some really bad gut issues because I was so stressed. And I was eating spicy food. I was kind of testing my, to see if I would get a rosacea flare-up, because I do love spicy food and I had to cut it out and only have it once in a while. But I made this taco meat and it ended up being too spicy and I didn't want to throw it out. So I forced myself to eat it. And I was making like a taco salad for my lunches, and I just had it, you know, too many days repeatedly. And then my husband and I had Indian food. And so like I got a couple of rosacea flare-ups on my cheeks, and I was like, oh no, and my skin got so sensitive. And then I went in with this and used this as my moisturizer, and it really helped heal my inflammation from my rosacea flare-up. And I was just really, really happy, because these moisturizers from Viktoria De Ann are great for a compromised barrier, so rosacea, acne, eczema. They're great for stimulating collagen and elastin, and also preventing loss of collagen and elastin, hyperpigmentation, fine lines and wrinkles. So what makes these moisturizers special is they use the Phineus lineus extract, which is mushrooms, and they don't use the spores of the mushrooms like most companies do when they put mushrooms in their skincare. They use the fruiting body where all the nutrients are. They also contain beta-glucan peptides and polysaccharide peptides. And then they do have an essential oil in them though. It's frankincense, and what they use that for is for antimicrobial and also as a preservative. Now these do have a medicinal scent to them. I haven't had any issues with the frankincense oil. As soon as you put it on, I mean, you can smell it, it's there, but it dissipates pretty fast. But so far, so I'm trying these out. I stopped using the Isden creams because I felt like they were causing some irritation to my skin. But my skin, I have allergies right now, so certain things are affecting my skin than what they normally do. My allergies have been somewhat under control. Some days I get really, really congested. Like on Sunday, I was really, really congested. I don't know if you could hear it in my Sephora Haul Part 1 video. But during allergy season, I get really sensitive. Now, I have been using the Medic 8 Tetra Luxe Vitamin C Serum, and that does contain citrus oils and limonene. And I was quite disappointed in that. I missed that when I was purchasing it. I just did a quick scan of the ingredients and I totally missed that. I don't know like how I missed it. And I think that might be making my skin a little bit sensitive. I mean, I like what it's doing for my skin, but I do notice like on the days where it's warm and I get really, really warm that my skin kind of starts to itch and burn a little bit. So I might have to discontinue using that on my skin. Also, I'm worried about the citrus oils in that because they can make you really sensitive to the sun. I mean, I am wearing my sunscreen, of course, but I don't want to have anything make me sensitive to the sun. I don't need that kind of damage in my life anymore. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted. I'm thinking that I just might completely nix out vitamin C and maybe go with something else. Like I may even just incorporate the Maisama Green Rooibos Serum Light into my daytime skincare routine as my antioxidant. I have been using this with my LED light panel too, by the way. I won't be using this tonight because I'm not using LED, but I might switch to using this during the day for my antioxidant because it doesn't seem like I can find a vitamin C that works with the rest of my skincare that's not going to break the bank. I don't want to use ascorbic acid. There is an ascorbic acid vitamin C that I really loved, which I could probably use, but it's over $100 and I don't want to spend, you know, over $100 on a vitamin C serum because I think that it's way too expensive. So that's my thoughts. But anyway, so let me go remove my makeup and then we'll sit down and do my skincare. Okay, I'm back. I have removed my makeup and my SPF. I went in with my usual suspects, the Prequil cleansing oil and their Galenzer in the original formulation. Then I went in with my Viktoria De Ann Pepties. I didn't want to film it for you because it's probably already going to be a long, lengthy video, and you guys have seen me apply these so many times. So I'm going to show you the Pepties that I used in the order. So as always, I go in with Pepti Lift. Then I go in with Pepti Tone. Then I went in with the new one I added in, which is Correct HP. And I added this in because I have a couple spots of melasma that have popped up. I have one right here, which it's slowly starting to go away. I have one right over here. And then I'm just still trying to work on evening out my skin tone on my neck and my chest. So I apply this all over after Pepti Lift and Tone. So this is a thin one, and what this is great for is because it has enzymes in it. It also has chelating ingredients in it to help, you know, get the metals and the toxins out of the skin. Now, with my melasma that's come up, it's from probably lipofusion because I've been blocking regularly for the last 2 months, and all those toxins that, you know, are left in my tissues are flooding my liver of toxins, and it's filtering it out. And what happens when your liver gets taxed, they call it lipofusion, you can get melasma from that. So it's not that bad, and it's not reactive to heat because I can still use my LED light panel and my mask with the red veneer, and I've used my sauna blanket, and it has not gotten worse. Now, at first, when I saw these spots come up, I stopped using the red and near on my LED light devices to see if it was triggered by heat, and it was not. So I'm very, very happy about that. When I'm out in the sun, it doesn't change color either. Of course, I do wear my SPF. Then I went in with Pepti Repair because my skin has been feeling really sensitive lately from allergy season. And every time I remove my daytime skincare, and I've been using the C Tetra Luxe now, I think for almost maybe like 3 weeks, my skin is sensitive, and so I have to stop using this, unfortunately. I'm so bummed because I like the radiance that it brings into my skin, but with the citrus oils in this and the limonene, my skin does not like it. Now, this is a 15% THD, tetrahexyl ascorbate, vitamin C derivative. And this is an oily serum. You don't use that much. So this bottle will last you for a long time. And I think it goes for $68, and I got it on their friends and family sale. But unfortunately, it is not working out for me. So maybe I'll just use this on my body. So I'm so disappointed with that. It didn't work out for me. I don't know why they put citrus oils in vitamin C products, especially when you'll be out in the sun and everything. So I put Pepti Repair everywhere, and then I've added in Pepti Pad. And Pepti Pad, I'm focusing just right here in this area on my lips and right in through here to see if this mainly will plump up my lips. Now, Viktoria De Ann says that Pepti Pad will plump up your fat pads, but they say this will also plump up your lips. So I'm like, you know what, let's try it. So I've been trying it. I just started adding this in, so it's too early to tell. So those are my Peptis. So now I have my Pico toner here. I have my accessory cable with my glove snaps on. So we're gonna go in with my gloves. So I'm taking my nitrile gloves, and these are the ones that I get from the beauty supply store. I like them because they're longer. I get them at Cosmoprof, so if you're a professional, if you're an esthetician, if you're a hairstylist or a nail tech, you can shop there. And then I'm going to go in with my damp Pico toner gloves. Now, they recommend that you don't use any serums with your Pico toner gloves. You can if they're water-based, okay, and they don't have like retinols in them or anything. There's certain retinols you can use, like the one from XO8. But I like to use my Viktoria De Ann Peptis. You could even go in with your Calecim pink serum too, by the way. So the key is when you are done using your gloves is you want to rinse them out in really, really hot water so it doesn't leave any residue of the serums on the gloves. Now with these, you don't have to wash them because since they do have silver in them and electricity going through them, that electrical current will kill the bacteria. But if you are using them with gels or serums, just take into consideration that's going to get caught in the fibers, okay? So before we get started, I'm going to go mist my skin with the Avene. This is the thermal spring water. And I'm going to plug in my Pico toner cord to one of the side ports here. And we're just going to use P2, which works in the skin to stimulate ATP, collagen, and elastin. I find that it's very soothing on the skin, so wound healing. It calms down inflammation in the skin. This also is great for radiance in the skin. So with this, you don't have to worry about it being positive over negative. So I'm going to go at 20% because it does get pretty, with the gloves, you have more concentration of the current. And the last time I did this, yeah, I do feel it slightly, you know, tingling on my forehead. And what I like to do is like a 5-minute treatment or a 10-minute treatment. And I'll just hold my gloves all over the areas and just infuse the skin with this beautiful current. Now, if you've been following me for the last few years, you know how much I love P2. P2 is one of my favorite programs out of all my Neurotris devices. Now, if you have the Jane Man Professional Lift Unit, you would want to use program P1, and that's the program that works in the skin and the connective tissue. And if you have the special edition, you'll just want to, you can use that fascia program and you'll just keep it at a low setting so you don't feel too much of that current going into your skin, because you want it to work at that superficial level and not work into the connective tissue. And then I'll come up here and just hold my hands on my neck. Now P2 you can use all over the center of your neck. You can use it on your eyelids. And I'm just going to just sit here and hold this. And what I've noticed is that this just makes my skin look healthier, and it gives it more of a glow, and it seems to help plump it up too. So you can use P2 every day if you wanted to, but I like it every other day because I don't want electricity buzzing through my cells every day. That's just me. But this is gonna be like your founder's favorite on the Zip, but supercharged. I like founder's favorite on the Zip, but I don't really notice that it does that much for my skin. I see more of a difference instantly with P2. It brings more radiance in my skin. And I find that it's healing. So whenever my skin is irritated, like when I have my rosacea flare up, and I just take my gloves and hold them on the areas where my skin is inflamed and just let this current just saturate my skin. So this is going to also penetrate the Viktoria De Ann peptides further into the skin too, by the way. They don't need penetration because they have a special delivery system. So just remember with your Viktoria De Ann peptides, you want to wait 1 to 2 minutes in between each application of your peptides. Because they're signaling peptides and you have to give them time to absorb into the skin to reach down into the dermis to send that signal. Now I had a breakout on my nose here in the tip from blowing my nose from allergies the other day and rubbing it because it's been itching a lot lately. So when you use your whole hand with the gloves, the current is spread out, so it's not as concentrated. But if you use your fingertips, the current is concentrated and will be stronger. So I may have some of these early days in the next couple of weeks because we're really extremely slow at work right now. As you guys know, I work for a modern vision correction company, and we don't take insurance because our services are elective. Now what I'm going to do is just take this hand right here, and I'm going to take one finger and just gently go around my eyes. So, and as you guys know, like the stock market and everything is not doing too good right now. It's been crashing hard and people are losing a lot of money. And then it's also tax season, so we're really, really slow. And we had some layoffs, and it's just kind of really nerve-wracking. Like, I hope that, you know, that everything's gonna be okay. And then sometimes I'll even just go over my eyelid too. So yeah, so Block Therapy redid the facelifter program. They changed it up a little bit, but they also included Jane Mann in it. And I haven't watched all of it, all the videos yet, but I watched a couple of them, and it's Jane and Deanna demonstrating the movements that you follow along. And it's pretty cool that they included Jane Mann. So now we know why we haven't seen Jane for a while, because she was busy working with Deanna from Block Therapy on this facelifter program, because they have a professional aesthetics course where they teach you the facial that Jane created with the Block Therapy. And they're teaching it to professionals, and they're getting ready to start up that course again. They do it quarterly. So Jane's been busy. Good for her. I'm so happy for her. She looks amazing too. Jane and Deanna both have such beautiful facial structure as they work in their fascia. And that's what I've been trying to do, is prioritize my fascia, because I have decades worth of trauma to my body, from car accidents to injuries. And then, you know, when I was born, I had some issues with my hips. So it's all been, you know, built up for almost 50 years that it takes time to get rid of all my adhesions that are affecting like my posture, my facial structure, how I walk, how I move, my fluidity. And I'm trying to work through all of that instead of relying on devices or surgery to fix my concerns. And I do see quite a big difference in my skin. And that's just from, you know, doing Block Therapy and also using the Calecim products too. I love my Calecim products. I love, love, love. All right, let's see, how long do we have left here? So once I feel good that I have a good treatment, we're almost 10 minutes in, then I stop. I like to do about 10 minutes. I feel like 10 minutes is good because I really want this current. And you can sit in front of the TV and then just hold your gloves on your face just like this. Make sure you don't touch them. Sometimes mine do touch. You can do this for 30 minutes if you want. It feels so good. And I feel like my face actually looks calmer too after I do this. It's gonna look so good tomorrow. You can see that radiance in my skin too. So try this and let me know how you like it. And of course, like, you can do lifting right after if you wanted to, but like I mentioned, I'm avoiding lifting right now because I want to go through the Block Therapy facelifter program. And I want to sit down and do a video of everything that I've been doing for my health and wellness, because it's made such a big impact on how I handle my stress. Like, I used to just really let things piss me off and really get to me. And lately what I've been doing is just trying to go with the flow, especially at work, and trying to let go more so of things that I can't control. Okay, so that is our treatment. So I'm going to turn off my Pico toner, and we did 10 minutes. And then I'm going to remove my gloves, and then I'm going to rinse these out with really hot water. and see, let them dry and use them on Thursday. So, and then Fridays I skip my devices, although this Friday I might be able to do it. And then I do it Saturday and then Sunday. I try to do like 5 days a week. But what I like to do is at least get in 3 sessions of the P2 and then 3 sessions of the LED light therapy. Okay, so here's my skin. Look at how radiant it looks. It looks so radiant. See what P2 does for your skin? Wow, love, love, love. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in with my Calecim eye contour lifting cream, or eye contour lifting cream, and I just take a little bit of this. Now, I have been noticing this last week that my under eyes are just a tad bit dry, so I have to add a cream on top. And with the Calecim products, when you're first using these, your skin can be a little bit drier than normal because it does stimulate cellular turnover. So just keep that into consideration, that when you first start using them, if your skin feels a little bit drier than normal, that is completely normal. Now, I just noticed it this week, and the weather is starting to change. And, you know, in the mornings it's really cold here, and then now it's starting to get really warm, and then we don't have as much humidity in the air outside from not having any rain right now. We're in that awkward period. So I pulled out a little bit too much of the matte cream. So I'm going in with the matte cream. This is still my second jar. And I'm gonna take 2 drops of the pink serum. This is my second bottle of the pink serum. Now, I was gonna do micro needling and use the pink serum, but when I saw those hyperpigmentation, or I'm sorry, melasma spots pop up on my skin, I stopped because I didn't want to make it worse or trigger it. So till I see what happens with these, I'm not gonna be microneedling for the time being, just so you guys know. So I just take a little bit and I spread it on my skin. And I do put this over my lips too. So on the evenings when I do my LED light therapy, I go in with my Viktoria De Ann Peptides first, and then I go in with the MAC, and then I will go in with my Sama Green Rooibos Press Serum Light right here. And then my Sama just released the 5 ml mini bottles of their serums, of the Green Rooibos and the Green Rooibos Serum Light, for anybody to try in case they don't want to spend a full size, which I think is a great idea and also great for travel. Okay, so after I make sure that this is applied to my skin is really soaking this up tonight, I just go in and pat it. Okay. And I believe Calecim still has the bundle deal of the matte cream, the full-size matte cream and the full-size night recovery complex mask. And then if you use my discount code, you'll save an additional $37.50, I believe it is, off this. I'll link it in my shelf with this video. So I have an interesting story about this night recovery mask. So I finished my first one. This is my second one that I purchased. The first one they sent to me. And what I noticed is that when I opened up this new one, mine has a slight pink color and it doesn't have that strong yeasty smell to it. My very first one was kind of sort of like, I had a yellow tinge to the gel and I had a strong yeasty scent to it. And I was like, so the first one that they sent me, I guess wasn't, I guess it kind of went off. I didn't notice anything with my skin. My skin felt fine. It just had a really strong yeast scent to it. And I've been using this and it does seem to be a little bit more powerful than the first one that I have. So I'm like, I got a dud the first one. I mean, you know, a lot of these companies have they have special products sent off to the side for influencers. They don't take it out from their main inventory. I know Vanish does that. So I have a little bit left over on my spatula, so I like to put it over here on my glycated skin. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go in, have some samples of the Viktoria De Ann Hydra Firm eye cream from the Viopure line. I'm putting this on over the Calecim eye cream. So with the Viopure Hydra Firm eye cream, so this has the Phineas lineus extract. It's rich in antioxidants and calming compounds. This extract helps promote the skin, protect the skin from environmental stressors, promoting a soothed and healthy complexion. It has carrot root extract fortified with beta carotene and vitamins to deeply nourish and hydrate the skin for a vibrant complexion. Then it has Shigella africana fruit extract, a powerful extract that helps improve skin firmness, reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and enhance skin texture and tone. So it says myoactive extracts are pure extracts from precise mushroom ingredients and herbal botanicals. So I have not opened this one yet because they sent me a couple of samples and there's not very much in here. So I think this is the one that I used the other day that was finished. So I've been using this. Now this is a very lightweight eye cream and it does have that frankincense oil in it, and it does smell pretty medicinal. And at first I thought my skin might have an issue with this, but it doesn't. And it just goes on the skin so well, and it's so light. But I haven't been using it long enough to, you know, give you any feedback on it. It feels like it feels pretty good over the Calecim eye cream because it's a thin consistency. It's not too thick. But this is supposed to have similar effects like the eye serum. It helps with lifting fine lines and wrinkles, protecting the skin from environmental stressors, and then also building collagen and elastin. So we're gonna put that on, and then I'm gonna go in with my Medic 8. This is the Crystal Retinol 3. And I'm gonna take a couple pumps of this, and it's like this. This is a creamy serum, and it has that slight orange tinge to it from the retinaldehyde. Now this has a sweet scent to it that's light, and it smells like, to me it smells like honey, like a floral honey. So I apply this all over, and I have been really loving this Crystal Retinol serum. So far this has been good. Oh, I forgot my DNA repair enzyme. So sorry. Whoops, nix that. All right, so normally at this stage, I would go in with my DNA Total Repair from Neova. Then I go in with the Medigate. Sorry, I'm just a little bit short on time because I'm cooking dinner, as always. So I would go in with this. Now, if you guys want to know the difference between this and Photozyme and which is better. So this is going to be better for those who have, you know, serious sun damage. You have more wrinkles that you're seeing in the skin from sun damage, hyperpigmentation. You have actinic keratosis, precancerous lesions. This is going to be more powerful for those of you that have more sun damage and give you better results than Photozyme. Photozyme is more like a maintenance serum. This is great for those who want to maintain, who have, you know, are starting to see the signs of sun damage. And I think this one is okay for if you have actinic keratosis. It didn't do much for me. And I used it for almost 4 months. I went through, this is my 3rd bottle of it. So I went through 3 bottles of this. This was last year. So if you are someone who has precancerous lesions, if you have severe sun damage, discoloration, hyperpigmentation from the sun, fine lines and wrinkles, actinic keratosis, I think I said that, then I would opt for the Neova Total DNA Repair. If you want to maintain, or if you are starting to see the signs of aging, sun damage, oh, gosh, or you're like in your early 20s, 30s, and you want to have a preventative, I would go with the Photozyme. They always are having this on sale with their other products, and it just kind of, it's always like 30-35% off, and sometimes 40% off. So that kind of makes me wonder. All right, so we're skipping the DNA repair. I use this today, and then I also use the Neova Silk Sheer 2.0 as my sunscreen, which also has DNA repair enzymes in it. So my bad, I'm skipping that tonight. So we're gonna go in with the Viopure Restorative Cream. And this one has the Phineas lineus extract in it, so we know what that does. It has hibiscus fruit extract, which contains significant amounts of vitamin C, erythrocyans, and polyphenols to visibly improve skin firmness and enhance smoothness and hydration. Then we have Swertia shirata extract, an Ayurvedic plant from the Himalayan region with antioxidants and nurturing properties to improve the look of photoaging, wrinkles, and skin texture. So that is the restorative cream. Now this one is thicker, and it is great if you have dry skin, or it could be used as a night cream. So if you have dry skin, this would be your morning and evening moisturizer. If you have normal to oily skin, I'm not so sure if you like this, but you may want to use it for your evening moisturizer. As you can see, she is pretty thick. And has that medicinal scent to it. And I took 2.5 pumps of this. Now, the frankincense in this, it's kind of like a peppery scent. It's kind of strong when you initially put it on, but then it just dissipates really, really fast. So it's not bad whatsoever. So we'll test it out and see how it goes. And it absorbs into the skin pretty nicely. So, all right. So that is my evening moisturizer. And then I'll read you off what it says about the nourishing cream, which this is a very light formula. So this has the Phineas lineus extract. It has Shigella africana fruit extract, a powerful extract that helps improve skin firmness, reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and enhance skin texture and tone. Then we have the Boswellia carteri gum oil, also known as frankincense oil. This extract is prized for its skin brightening properties, helping to even out skin tone and reduce the appearance of dark spots and fine lines. All right, so that's the new Viktoria De Ann Viopure line, and this is my evening skincare. My skin looks really good. It is a little bit rosy, but it looks really good. It looks really glowy. So what I have noticed from this Calecim Eye Contour Lifting Cream is I do notice that it has lifted my eyes a little bit, because now when I apply my eyeshadow, you could see more of my eyelid skin than you could before. So it does work. It's just if you have, if your eyes are prone to dryness, or if you get dry under eyes, you might need to put an eye cream on top of it. And I just noticed that this week I have been needing to put an eye cream over the top of it because I've been dry all over. I even have dry eyes too. It's allergy season. I don't take allergy medication because I don't like taking allergy medication, because I don't like the way it makes me feel. So, so there we go. All right, so here is my skin. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will be back soon, hopefully over the weekend, for for another video for you guys. I'm going to try to pepper them in as I can. There might be some weeks where I can get in a couple videos, There might be some weeks where I can't get any, or maybe just one a week, but I'm going to try my hardest to, have a presence here. And I want to say thank you all for being so patient and understanding with my roller coaster life. So I am sending you all so much love and light, big squishy hugs. And if you like this video, make sure that you give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. When you like my videos and you leave me a comment down below, it shows YouTube that I need to be part of that algorithm and that I have a presence here. YouTube likes it when our followers engage with their videos. So if you don't want to leave a comment, then please leave me a flower emoji of your choice. And I am so grateful for any engagement that you give me, for all of you that continue to stick with me here and support my channel. I love you so much, and have a wonderful day or evening wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Mahalo.